What up, my fam bam? Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry, and welcome to another episode of my Laura Lee Los Angeles new launch palette review swatches tutorial series. Today we are doing eye and brush swatches of the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette, and get excited because we are gonna just really put this through the test. Now, if you are new to my channel, just know that there is a specific way that I like to do swatches to really get to know a palette real quick, and that is using a finger on one side and a brushola on the other. Now, the reason why I like to do that, obviously some powders, some glitters, some metallics do perform better with a finger on the eye, and obviously we hope most shadows work better with a brush. Just a quick announcement in case you weren't aware of it yet. If you are a Boxy Charm subscriber, this is going into the August 2018 Boxy Charm box. So get excited if you are on that list. I know not everybody loves to dabble in fun, funky colors. I know nude might be your thing, and that's cool too, but I challenge you to do a neutral look and just add one little shade into your look and just have fun with it. Do it at night before you take a shower. That way, if you're not comfortable with it, it just washes off. And then I know some people were complaining that in their subscription boxes, all they get are new palettes. So a lot of people are super excited about the colorful gal, but we want to make sure it actually performs well, right? And I know that's why you guys are here. So I've already gone into the specs. I've already talked about all the product details. And if you happen to miss that, you can click that link right up here. That will take you to my first episode where I go over the palette bundle. I give a mini review, first impressions, and I do a little tutorial with that. So if you want to see that, you can do that. But if you're here, you probably have already seen it. So let's go ahead and dive right into these eye and brush swatches. All right, let me know down in the comments what you think of these eye and brush swatches. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna tell you what I think. All right, first of all, the finger does not feel good on these pressed eyeshadows. They're very dry, except Damage Control for some reason isn't as dry as when I did the little mini arm swatches. But that's, I don't know if they're just really dry on top. The first row definitely gave me some challenges with both the finger and the brush swatch. Again, keep in mind that I don't have any concealer or primer. With that being said, this whole palette definitely needs to be primed for the eye. And that goes with most colorful shades. That really isn't a surprise to me. So definitely make sure you use a primer or a concealer. Using a white like the NYX Milk Stick or something like that will really help this one to pop. This one really reminded me of the ABH Prism palette or the Bad Habit Aura palette, which was the dupe for the ABH palette. That limey green shade in there. This one reminds me of that, except more on the green side, not so yellow, but where you have to build it up to really pack a punch. The bottom row went pretty well. I will say bottoms up actually blended really pretty, and it wasn't as glittery when you used a blending brush, but you can pack it on and you'll see some of that glitter still. Hungover, this is where it is really good to watch both swatches and tutorials using a palette, because when I used Hungover in my actual tutorial where my eye was primed, my transition shade was laid down, this performed amazing and beautiful, but when I just went to do the brushes, I had to build it up a little bit more than I did originally when I used it on a primed eye. So just remember, swatches do not tell the entire story. It may tell you if something needs a primer or not, so I guess it kind of does. But basically when you use a finger, you have your natural oils inside your fingertips. So what that tells you is if a palette performs better with your finger swatch, you're definitely going to need to use a primer in order for it to perform to its fullest potential. All right, my love bugs, thank you so much for coming back and watching this episode of swatching the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette. Sit back, sit tight, because I got another episode for you, and that is going over the Boss Babe palette. This is going to be, again, eye and brush swatches. So if you aren't part of my fam bam yet, make sure you go down, hit that little subscribe button, and tap that bell next to it so you get notified about my uploads, which is at least 2 to 3 times a week. But right now, it's 3 times, maybe 4 times, because I am pumping out all of these videos and I'm trying not to drag it out too long, but get the information out for you guys. If this is where we leave off, I hope you guys all have a great, wonderful day. Otherwise, get ready to click on the next video.